pigeon back? They don't let you have those in Deerwood anymore. That one's in pretty good condition.
These exotic spices sting your eyes when you lean in to examine. Construct.
I got nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Bertenno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that! Madiko!
What just happened?
That flaccid pazzo!
The young wizard clutches the countertop, looking as if she's either going to vault over it or snap it in half.
Imp, you had none of that, huh?
The imp mutters to himself in a dark, guttural tone.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Fassina.
She grabs a fistful of her hair and sighs. What was that all about?
My postenago of a lover stole Rokawa's fingers. The master will kill me if I don't get them back.
What are Rokawa's fingers?
He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Fassina cradles her brows and groans. Strange that the constructs didn't attack him for stealing.
Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Arkemir's grimoire if you're that curious.
Flustered, she finds any excuse to look elsewhere. What aren't you telling me?
Not that it's any of your business, but Bertenno used to spend a lot of late nights here.
Fassina coughs to her fists and avoids eye contact.
I got into the construct's guts and marked off Bertenno as a safe visitor so they would not attack him. And before you ask, no, I will never do this again.
She crosses her arms resolutely. Why are these gloves so important?
You do not know Arkemir, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
And why does, your friend need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
I'll get those gloves back for you.
You will? If you are expecting some payment or reward, I do need to keep this under wraps.
What's this? Oh, it's an option I can choose as a rogue. A discount would be a nice start. She blinks twice in disbelief before regarding you with a warm smile.
You look capable. While I am stuck behind this counter, I am in no position to refuse help. A discount goes without saying. You're saving me a world of trouble by doing this. Thank you. I do not know where Bertenno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks.
Fassina bites her thumbnail and glares at the door, seeming to wish it would burst off its hinges.
Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Bertenno wouldn't be so panicked.
I need to get inside Arkemir's manor.
Imp, go hang laundry.
She holds up a finger for silence, her gaze following the shop imp as he flutters moodily away.
Get inside the manor? Ha! The house is locked tighter than Arkemir's clenched fist. Ifrin tried to sneak in. Now he's stuck in a box telling fortunes for pyres.
She thumbs over to the fortune-telling machine in the northernmost corner of the shop. Can you at least tell me anything useful?
The imps that guard the manor? Idiots. Arkemir plays with shape-shifting illusions, so his imps know him by his clothes. Do with that what you will.
I have questions about your predicament.
Bertenno stole Rokawa's fingers to pay off his debt. If Arkemir finds out, he will boil me into broth for his imps.
Actually, back to my other questions.
Suddenly, my whole existence revolves around these gloves. Incredible. Go on, then.
Speaking about your existence, why don't you tell me about yourself?
I am the apprentice of He of Many Colors. That's plain old Arkemir to you. What few spells I know have names like Arkemir's Dripping Scourge or Arkemir's Malevolent Codpiece. He made me conjure a household staff of imps. Horrible, chittering things. I think it's because he knows I hate them.
Fassina sighs and waits patiently for you to speak up. You sure use a lot of honorifics when you talk about Arkemir.
He makes me call him by the titles he's earned in his long career. I can also call him by the titles I've made up since the start of my apprenticeship.
Oh, you're creative, are you? She grins, glancing left and right.
To me, he's the bringer of foul wind, the teeth of suckling imps, and the herald of dirty slippers.
Oh, I'd like those. Show me what you have for sale. so I can stare at them wistfully. Oh, chanters. No, then.
Fortune for a pun, good sir?
Ooh. Oh, you're the fortune teller.
Salutations. Do you wish to hear your fortune?
The puppet in the box cocks his head to the side and stares at you with a vacant expression. He taps the metal coin slot expectantly. I always told you broke into Archimere's Manor.
What, am I famous out there or something? Tell you what, 500 pyres and you get the exclusive story.
What could you possibly want with money?
I need to buy my way out of here somehow. 500 pyres greases the gears.
How about instead you tell me what I want to know, or your box ends up at the bottom of the harbor in Queensburg?
Knowing Archimere, he'd think it was funny and just leave me down there.
The puppet's ceramic eyes roll in their sockets, clicking and whirring.
That manor is a fortress. An Orland partner and I got to thinking that Archimere wouldn't miss a few coins here, a few gems there. There's a span of natural rock between Archimere's place and the luminous bathhouse. Ganor let us camp in his basement with our pickaxes. After some careful hammering, we found ourselves in Archimere's Manor without a guard in sight.
His eyes light up with pride. And what happened next?
We snuck through the house until we found the vault. No keyhole, just a bunch of gems. While he was working on the lock, one of the local imps grew keen to us. Alarms went off. I don't remember dying, really. I just woke up in this box. And Archimere told me that I had to work off my debt.
Well, that wasn't very helpful. What happened to your partner after you died?
Archimere told me that he died, but that he was put to good use. Forgive me if I don't speculate on the meaning of that.
Alright. Tell me, what's your story?
I got on Archimere's bad side and didn't exactly survive the experience. I'm not really supposed to chat with customers.
He taps the coin slot and winks at you. I wasn't aware it was possible to bind a soul to this type of contraption.
How about you get yourself over to the Animansis Tower in the Sacred Stair, then? No need to gawk at me.
Do any of your fortunes actually come true?
Sure, all the time.
He stares at you unblinkingly, daring you to call him a liar. Do the Huana have any problems with Archimere holding you here as a slave?
The Queen is too pleased at having an archmage at her disposal to care.
His hinged mouth twitches in a sad smile.
I can't blame her. The Huana have got it rough. We all need coin in the end.
I had other questions. I'd like to hear my fortune. Here's a copper. The puppet's eyes close and he steeples his fingers. You hear gears whirring and clicking inside the box. His eyes reopen, this time with an amber glow.
I see an island. Its shores are pitted, wreathed in fire. But you are bound to go there. Someone awaits you. A man, I think. An old friend. I can see no more. Unless you give me another pyre.
Sure, have another. Actually, I want my coin back.
And I want my manhood back. It's not under here, believe me. No refunds. Archimere's policy, not mine.
You're not very good at this, are you?
I just told you an accurate fortune. You'll be thanking me when it comes true. Oh, Ifrin, you were right. I can't believe I ever doubted you. That's what you'll say. Guaranteed.
Fine, I'd like to hear another fortune. The puppet's eyes close and he steeples his finger. You hear gears whirring and blah, blah.
I see a bucket. No, a ship.
It's a...
You're going to embark on a journey very soon. Or have you already? If you encounter a man in a hat, you must be careful not to speak to him. The consequences are too dire.
He nods in a sagely fashion. But I've spoken to so many men in hats. Farewell.
Will my eyes be open?
To whispers and shadows.
Oh, can I talk to them all?
Shop imp,
Oh, go ahead.
greetings.
This imp mutters something dark and hateful under its breath. It regards you with narrow, wandering eyes and flared nostrils. What was that?
Buy something.
He makes a rude gesture toward the shop's wares. I'm looking for Ifrin.
Dead thief? Check box. He's still rattling around in there.
The imp chuckles at this, a wet, unpleasant sound. Why are you so hostile?
It's not hostile. It's just imp.
He bares his teeth and hisses to emphasize the point. He aims a fearful glance towards Fassina and lowers his voice.
It's imp. friend is sad.
His expression falls. New sags, wrinkles, and edges grow definition.
Fassina spends too much time away from shop, leaving me to fend for self. His bad enough master won't let me leave stupid shop.
Why do you think Fassina spends so much time away?
She hates her work, hates Arkemir, hates me. Reason enough.
He counts on each finger, then balls his claws into a fist. So you're not angry at all, are you?
Imp's complicated. Kids think we have two big emotions, angry and happy.
He smacks his lips and stumbles on the longer, more nuanced words.
But Kith can't smell Imp spray. Jovial spray, melancholy spray, creative spray, Imp spray all over everything.
Wonderful. To accentuate the point, a little puff of foul-smelling effluvia wafts out an orifice that was not evident a second ago. Back to my other questions.
Go on, I don't care.
He gestures for you to hurry. Show me what you have for sale. Nope, same stuff. Golem? Or construct? You talk? No? Okay. Stairs. The horned bones of a godlike. The plaque simply reads, "Shoplifters beware," without context. That's enough context. Anybody in here?
Dim in the lantern.
Boy, more fine robes. Fassina's journal. The misery of this apprenticeship. Maldito. Arkemir saves only the most tedious errands for me. I'm not going to learn anything from this trial. I must find some way to steal enjoyment from it. Whenever Arkemir claims to be deep in study, I will find him wandering the halls wearing an illusory face to trick his imps. Fools them every time. Sometimes I think he came to the Deadfire to be alone with those nasty things, and he spites me for getting in the way of his fun. Shortly after he left town, I stole one of the robes he keeps in his bedroom. The imps thought I was their master, fed me cheese and ale for the rest of the afternoon. Of course, I returned the robe when I was done. Ugh, maybe it's not too late to start enjoying myself. I can't, I would, yeah, not a good impression.
Disconnect secrets. Finished.
Oh, cool. Stare? Do you have a belt? You don't. You do now. The window overlooks the streets of Periki's Overlook. The second floor of Arkemir's manor is just across the way. The right tool and a practiced throwing arm could make crossing the gap a manageable feat. Study the distance. The gap between the window and the manor is too far to leap. Moreover, the sheer wall and erratic gusts of wind make the prospect of scaling too treacherous. However, anyone with decent climbing experience could secure a grappling hook from this distance. As you observe the manor, you catch the silhouette of a lone ironclad construct patrolling the second floor. I'll leave. That's it. I'm almost done with this town. I don't know if that's good or bad. Not town, it's the city, I guess.
Why, hello. Cootsteely at your service.
She sets down her pruning shears and looks you up and down with a warm smile.
I'm guessing you're already familiar with the herbs I sell? Only brought what I could fit in my pack when I left Isha Middle, so I rely on the local flora to keep supplies stocked.
She gestures to a row of orchids in sealed pots. Her gaze wanders towards Seraphine and lingers there. Then she pulls her focus back to you, blushing slightly. Oh, Seraphine, you do have a way with the ladies.
Oh, ain't no shame in looking, lass.
Flashing a crooked grin, Seraphine bows to the herbalist. Aloth massages his temple, shaking his head. Nobody gets along with Aloth. Aloth, you need to loosen up a bit, Aloth. You need to loosen up a bit, Aloth. What brings an herbalist to Periki's Outlook?
Money is the obvious answer, but I don't think that's what you're after.
She smiles.
Yes, I'm an herbalist, but I also pride myself as a florist. I think the city liked the idea of putting a flower shop somewhere visible. It's ostentatious, really. Probably the same reason why we have a magic shop next door. Periki's Overlook is a great big splash of culture and innovation, there to show travelers that the Huana are ready for the world at large.
She shrugs. Show me what you have for sale. I'm just window shopping. Not that much, really.
Real quiet now.
It shall open to me. It's done. As you like.
Okay. I think that's it for this area. I'm going to take a look at my journal and see what quests are actually appropriate for my level. What is that? Get me down. Oh. Take a look. Wow. I have a lot of quests. Where's the one with the conch? Oh, there it is. One skull. Sure, I'll go to the Temple of Magran. It was there, right? Yeah. Uh-oh.
Head I don't need another.
Sorry, lad. Thought that chip on your shoulder were for all to see.
Do you ever have a thought and just decide to keep it to yourself?
More'n you know, my dear mate. More'n you know.
Oh. You've got a sad side?
You there? What are you doing?
Flee. Nothing!
Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. These are whetstones that sharpen us into fine blades.
Muhai has passed. I'd like to commit her body to the flames.
Muhai?
The priest's calm demeanor is shattered by his hissed utterance. He glances around you both.
Muhai has broken with Wahana. The Queen has forbade that any should have contact with her. Akira? She would be banished to the Undercity if not for her sickness. And now that has finished her.
And what does that mean?
Akira, how to say? The sharing that is right among our people. Each of us in what way we can. It is the role of the Mataru to guide, to protect. A group of the Wapua came to seek Muhai's counsel, for she was known as a great navigator. Muhai was of the Oweki before she came to Neketaka. The Oweki and Wapua were enemies for many years, before Queen Onekasa's time. Muhai misled the hunting party, and they were lost. All of us are Kahanga now. To harm Wapua is to harm Oweki. As Muhai turned her back upon her kin, so we were commanded to turn ours upon her. The Queen would have us join our tribes into one raised fist. She could not let Muhai's crime stand.
She gave them bad directions? That's not the same as murdering them.
There are those who kill by sword and those who kill by cunning. To the dead, it makes no difference.
She died alone? Isn't that enough?
So too did she act on her own, against her own people. She does not deserve the honor of walking with the gods.
She was still one of you. Her spirit cannot rest.
It is good of you to care so for one of our people. Come. Give me the body. I will bury her beyond the great city walls.
Is there really
It is the best that I can do.
Is there really no other way?
You are not of the Kahanga tribe. For what do you do this?
Her spirit promised me a reward.
Akira, outsider, have you no shame? Selfishness sealed her fate. It will do the same for you.
No, I will do as she asked, and burn her body.
You would defy the word of our queen?
The priest looks down at you, his lined face twisting into a solemn frown. Can she not redeem herself?
Muhai is dead. She has lost her final battle.
Who says one's chance for redemption ends with death? For some, it's only the beginning.
Come. Give me the body. I will bury her beyond the great city walls.
No, I will do as she asks and burn her body.
You would defy the word of our queen?
No, but I'm saying you should. Never mind. Yes. You heave your grim burden into the brazier, where it lands with a scattering of embers. The body burns with unnatural swiftness in the flames, reduced to ash within what seems to be mere moments. Nearby, the priest regards the dancing flames with grim disapproval.
This will not go unnoticed, outsider.
I mean, it was already noticed. That's fine.
It is done. I can feel it. I am certain of it. My essence returns to me.
You can detect no change in Mohai's spectral form now that her corpse is gone. All the same, she raises her hand to the height of her eyes, examining them.
You have greater loyalty within you than those of my own blood, Watcher. You have freed me.
Okay, and what about the treasure?
Ah, but I have not forgotten my promise. Climb the temple steps, as I once did. Search among the pillars. I hid a jewel behind a loose stone, with which I could buy passage from the city.
I'm pretty sure I already found that treasure. Do you have anything else to offer?
I will not sail again. Perhaps you can make use of it. I will find my way from here. Amira's winds blow sweet upon you, Watcher. May you always find what you seek.
Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer.
Alright, let's see if I have it. Top of the stairs. These stairs? Let's do those stairs. On the pillars?
Incense? Offerings for the temple?
I can't find them. Oh well. What do I got next? Okay, off to Brass Citadel. Is there a dock? I just go to the Brass Citadel. There he is.
Beat it. I don't have time to chit-chat.
The thin Valian glances over your shoulder with an expectant frown. You stole a pair of gloves from the dark cupboard. Give them to me.
Not a chance, amico.
He narrows his eyes at you.
Fassina sent you, didn't she? Postinago, just for these?
Shaking his head, he pulls a pair of fine gloves from his pocket, studying them with evident disappointment.
Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them.
Maybe the stink of failure, you no good thief. He opens his mouth to say more, but something to the southwest distracts him, and his expression fills with dread.
Here he comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my dead, I'm a dead man.
Keep your mouth shut and follow my lead then. Glancing at you, Berteno shrugs and swallows down a lump in his throat. Our formation's wrong. It's backwards. A unit of steely-eyed sailors approach the docks, clutching the pikes and firearms with quiet professionalism. At their head stands a tall Amois in a mustard-yellow uniform. He turns his attention between you and Berteno.
So, Berteno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Amuto rubs the long scar that extends the length of his neck.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
Berteno's voice falters and he turns to you with sudden panic. Berteno, shut up. The adults are talking. Hamuto's eyes brighten and he nods. The soldiers around him chuckle with approval.
I like dealing with people of substance.
He nods thoughtfully.
This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary.
Hamuto spreads his hands in a peaceful manner as the soldiers level their guns at Berteno. What is your plan for Berteno?
Indentured servitude. I trust this is a more honest and respectable alternative than any pursuit he would take on his own terms.
Seraphim snorts through his scarred snout.
Be calling it whatsoever you like, Captain Cogswallow. But your honest and respectable slavery be slavery all the same.
Your toy pirate speaks out of turn. I would teach him a lesson if I were you, Captain.
He focuses on you, keeping Seraphim in the periphery. You sound a little bit more reasonable than I was led to believe.
Do I? One can be adherent to the tenets of maritime law, and still be seen as a monster.
He's coming with me. Oh no, they're on both sides. Hamuto lets out a piercing whistle. Several soldiers milling about the area snap to attention and fall into formation around the docks.
I salute you for your courage, but I ask you to reconsider your position.
He permits himself a very, very small smile. Address soldiers. My business is with Hamuto. Does anyone think I'd hesitate to go after you next? Several of the reinforcements Hamuto rallied to arms trade uneasy glances. Slowly at first, they lower their weapons and sheepishly back away from the scene.
Cowards! There will be a reckoning, for I know each one of your faces.
He turns to regard seemingly everyone in the district. Like I said, you're not taking him.
My friend, look around you. We stand in the shadow of the brass citadel, not some Valian den.
Hamuto gestures with an open palm.
Raise your fists and the full force of Rauatai's armada will descend on you. Or back away and live to fight again.
He bares his teeth in a fierce grin as he relishes the idea. Are you really that important? You're too full of yourself. No deal, Hamuto.
You, look alive.
Hamuto snaps his fingers at the other Royal Deadfire Company sailors at the docks who turn to your exchange with interest.
My friend here needs a lesson in humility.
He signals his company to attack. This is gonna be awkward. They're all gonna get in each other's way. How would I do this? A dare. You can actually charge through. There. Okay, and buff yourself. Okay. I have a feeling that if I try this, it's not going to work out for me. I'm going to try it anyway. And okay, you're not sure of the actions right now. I'll wait till Ilmarin's behind the line so I don't accidentally hurt him. What can I do in the meantime? Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. Huh. It'll be fun to try. You can attack him. And you move up here. Make your little Healy circle. Oops. What's her armor? 8. Weapons. Sure. Yeah, those three. Oh, that'll hurt. Or Netto, or whatever his name is. And... next. Shoot sharp thorned brambles nearby enemies, causing pierce damage, potentially sickening anyone in the area of effect. Oh, that hurts friends too. And somebody else doesn't have an action. It's you? Maybe it's a dare. It's probably a dare. Oh, I have no pen on the... no pen on the... pikeman. That's a little obnoxious. Ouch. Okay. Oh, they're almost dead already. Good. I'll go blind you. And you can do that. You can do another noxious burst. There. You harvest someone. Maybe. Harvest him.
No can do.
No? Far away? That's fine. Dare. You need to... how are your buffs? Got... you don't have your defense, that doesn't really matter, you're not really being attacked. Oh, you knock somebody down. But you missed. Try again. And you try to finish off this pikeman.
Need something stronger.
Oh, you're fine. You don't need to spend any more resources. Oops. I have trouble identifying the circles under their feet.
Like flogging a figurehead.
That's fine. Where are you, Joti? Harvest this guy.
Finish them.
Ouch. That didn't work out well.
Captain.
Did you miss? You missed. That's okay. No, you can keep doing what you're doing. He's almost dead. You can go assist.
Can't whack him any harder.
You can use your second wind.
Let us end it. It's beyond me.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm finally out of debt.
Your debts only traded hands, Berteno.
For the first time in my life, I'm free.
Berteno clasps his hands together, tears brimming at the corners of his eyes. Technically, you are indebted to me.
Not anymore, I'm not. Here, catch.
He tosses Hirokoa's fingers with casual disdain. Oh, okay. Oh. For the spark crackers? Produces dazzling swarms of colorful bursts, startling and confusing everyone in the affected area. Distraction, not confusion.
It's a new Bertenno all the way. Pirate Bertenno doesn't get himself in anyone's debt.
Laughing in a full voice, he makes a hasty exit. Ha 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 ha!
I shall make it.
Fine, fine.
I shall.
Whew. Oh boy, a battle that didn't destroy me. Great. Feels good, man. Now I have to go back to Fassina. Was it Periki's Overlook? Yeah, I think it's... Yes. Where are you? Fassina.
You're back. Kue, any news?
Fassina leans in close. I got Bertenno out of trouble. He's going to hide out with the Principe.
Ah, at least with the Principe I give him a fighting chance.
Fassina trails off with concerned mutters.
But Rawatai has a long reach.
She cradles her chin and stares off into the distance. Bertenno has a head start in any case.
May he get smart and lie low.
Well, I don't know if he'll be getting smart anytime soon.
What of the gloves? What happened to them?
These old things? What will you give me for them? Fassina pinches the bridge of her nose and lets out a deep sigh.
Have we come to this then? Am I really paying for my own property? Fine. 500 pyres.
Arkemir could fetch more for these, I'm sure.
Ondra's teats. 600 then. I am so very done with this.
600? Deal.
Bertenno has cost me enough already. At least it's over now.
Bet I could sell those in a shop for more. Oh well.
At least I know Arkemir won't feed me to the imps.
She holds the gloves with care and stows them away.
Take your discount as well. If the cupboard doesn't make its goals, so be it.
I wanted to talk to you about the shop imp, your little co-worker.
I hate him from horn to hoof. More than once I've caught him smearing feces all over our selection of cloaks.
I don't think I'll be buying any of the cloaks, then.
Not that this should dissuade you from buying one.
She coughs into her fist. I think he's sad because you spend time away from the shop. In a strange way, I think he likes having you around. She studies you, weighing your words with a doubtful, if interested, expression.
No. We are talking about the same little flying stinker?
Yes, we are.
Maybe I ought to be nicer to the little... thing. We both hate Arkemir, so we have that much in common.
Huh? Farewell. What do I want to do next? So many quests. Okay, I'll go back to the Brass Citadel. Maybe Imperial Command? At the palace. This palace isn't here.
Seraphin, thought we agreed you'd stay out of my head.
I weren't in your head, lad. You think like an ogre snores. Would be a fool and a half not to make sure them thoughts ain't full up of trouble.
What do you think you're gonna find?
Nothing particular, just, anything.
Can I track this? No? Oh, she's probably actually in the Brass Citadel. Is that a location